Hey everybody, welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Masters of the Universe Origins figure. This is Merman from Wave 3. I actually missed out on Wave 1 and Wave 2. I got so many figures out of Wave 3. I actually got Wave 5, Merman Lords of Power first. Went to one of the local markets and actually picked this one up off one of the vendors. Yeah, this guy, look at that face. It's funny when I was going back and I was editing the video and I was like one of the vendors. But Mike from buddytoad Hobbies is actually one of my close friends and we've been friends for years. So, gotta give him a little shout out. Look at all the inventory. This guy has a lot of Funko Pops in stock, lots of other collectibles. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram. All the links and contact info will be in the description below. Me being me, I always gotta complete the checklist. So even though I had a Merman in my collection, I'm definitely going back and trying to get Wave 1 and Wave 2 and fully complete Wave 3. So we get a closer look at the packaging. All the Origins have the same packaging, but I'll just give you guys a quick look. Alright, here are some of the other figures in the series. We did a review on He-Man, Skeletor, Roboto, and we also did a review on Zodak too. We'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check out any of our previous reviews. You can see a cool picture of Merman on the side here, and it's just giving a rundown of some of the articulation showing his weapon, which is pretty cool. We have some pretty awesome artwork on the back here. See Merman swimming in the ocean, all kinds of monsters chasing him, and we have He-Man fighting Skeletor up top here. Probably one of my favorite parts of the packaging on this is the amazing artwork on the back. So guys, that's pretty much it for packaging. We'll be back with this guy outside of the packaging. Look at the face on this guy.
It looks ugly.
It does. Alright guys, we are back and we have Merman outside of the packaging. Alright, for accessories, he comes with this awesome corn on the cob sword. At least that's what I call it anyways, because it definitely looks like corn on the cob.
Literally.
He also comes with this comic book too. And it's the same comic book that we get with all of Wave 3. Pretty cool artwork in these. I'm sure you guys are all familiar. But I'll take a few seconds just to flick through the pages so you guys can look at the artwork.
Pretty cool.
Definitely cool. Awesome. Alright, so let's get a closer look at Merman.
Ugly face.
Ugly face. I don't know what it is, man. This guy is super goofy. Even in cartoons, this guy looks super goofy as well.
His hair looks like Wolverine.
His hair looks like Wolverine, yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's his ear.
I have no idea what it is. I can't really remember. But anyways, we can see some pretty messy paint application on the face here. On the top here, we get some pretty cool detail in his armor, which is quite different from the Lords of Power from Wave 5. Got a green belt on. And we see his yellow loincloth or whatever.
Like
Briefs.
it looks like underwear.
Can you imagine wearing furry underwear? Oh man, that can't be comfortable at all. Especially he lives in the ocean or he swims in the ocean a lot too. So can you imagine furry underwear in the ocean? And we see some cool detail in his boots here. We've seen these boots before. A lot of these figures are reused. Same body, same arms, all that good stuff. No extra hands or anything with this one. So that's pretty much it for a closer look, guys. Not much else to show. All these are on the same body. We do get a lot of reused parts with this one. But for some reason I keep buying them. I don't really care. I actually really like the retro figures. So we had a closer look. Next on the list is articulation. So for articulation, his head goes back this far, down this far, it does go side to side, and you get a full rotation. Shoulders go up this far. Pretty awesome range of motion there. Goes all the way around. You do have single jointed elbows, which you get a rotation there as well. His hands go back this far, forward this far, and there's a full rotation. Rotation at the waist. Legs come out too, pretty much a complete split. Not too bad. Go forward this far, back this far. So very restricted going back. Single jointed knees, which you get a swivel. Here's a boot cut, you get a swivel there as well. And for his ankles, it goes back this far, forward this far, and you get a full rotation. Pretty decent articulation for these retro figures. Let's put a sword in his hand.
His corn on the cob sword.
Corn on cob sword in his hand. So here we get a side-by-side comparison to the Lords of Power and Merman from Wave 3. Pretty different face altogether, man. These guys share a lot of body parts, but there is quite a few differences that definitely warrants picking up both versions. I actually really like Merman. I don't know if I said that in the review already, but Merman is one of those characters, such a goofy, weird looking character, but I actually really like him. Do like the original look of this one, but I really like the Lord's Power. The accessory, the corn on cob sword, is basically the same thing though, just a different color. But I like how he actually has gloves, and his boots are actually painted as well on the Lord's Power. Just a lot more detail. He has different underwear, which is pretty cool. He has two different pieces here. for his armor. Top part of his armor, chest plate, whatever you want to call it, is one separate piece. And he has this little piece down here as well, this little belt that goes around. Which one is your favorite? Do you like Wave 3, the original version, or do you like Wave 5?
They did a better job on Wave 5. Like the paint.
Personally, I like the Lords of Power. I think this figure got so much more to offer as opposed to the original version. But then at the same time, I just really like the original versions. If I can only pick one version, I definitely pick the Lords of Power. That's pretty much it for a side-by-side comparison. I was going to do some comparisons to the rest of the figures in this wave, but like I previously mentioned, they're on the same bodies anyways. And this is a much older figure. This is a couple years old, so yeah. Don't want to waste too much time with this review. So out of 10, I'm going to give this guy a 7 out of 10. Not a whole lot painted on this one. Bottom part of his body is painted, his underwear is painted pretty cool. That's pretty clean. But when you get up to his face, I mean, the face is definitely a big part of this, and you have paint splashed around everywhere. And we can see the paint application on his teeth and all that stuff is messy too. So if you're only going to paint 1 or 2 things on a action figure, definitely make sure those 1 or 2 things are painted nicely. It does look pretty accurate to the original design though, but nothing really pops out and nothing really stands out on this one to give it any more than a 7 out of 10. Really excited to have this one in our collection. What do you give it out of 10?
7.9. So really 8.
7.9 out of 10? Cool. Alright, so Ethan's going to give this one a 7.9 out of 10. So yeah, overall, this one is pretty average for a Masters of the Universe Origins figure. Nothing really stands out. So 7 out of 10 for me, and 7.9 out of 10 for Ethan. As always, let us know in the comments below what you think of this figure, what you think of our review, and what do you think of our score out of 10. Let us know in the comments below what you would rate this one if you guys had to rate this one out of 10. If you liked the review, don't forget, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and that subscribe button is there as well if you guys want to subscribe to the channel. As always, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting,
Stay safe.
and buy some toys.